Good evening, everyone. To start, I would like to thank the Hill School for presenting me with this honor. Also would like to thank my aunt, my uncle, Carol and Tom Drakeford, for making the trip up here, as well as Steve Idle, as you just saw up here. Also my friend Kareem Parker. We played hundreds, if not thousands, of hours of basketball in the summertime. So definitely grateful to have them here. One person who wasn't able to be here, my kid sister, who's in Dublin. She should definitely be mentioned because she was forced to come to the 3:30 tip-offs and the 3:30 kickoffs after being absconded from school at 2:30 every day, mostly on Wednesdays and Fridays. So just wanted to mention her as well. Tonight is not about my achievements on the basketball court. It's about those who allowed me to be the best me I could be. Team sports are predicated on individuals setting aside their singular achievements to attain a common goal. It's about a group of people whose mutual respect for the game enabled us to make school history. During the 1989-90 season, we played 27 games, winning 21, only losing 6. 2 of those 6 losses came against the Episcopal Academy, who at the time was the best team in the state of Pennsylvania. That's private school, public school, Philadelphia Catholic League, what have you. That's how good they were. The other 4 losses came by single-digit deficits. That's how good we were. It's hard to explain to someone who did not experience it, but during the 1980s and 90s, between this campus and Center City, Philadelphia, some of the best high school basketball was being played by some of the most talented players in the country. I spent my summers playing against many of them, as well as men who had played both collegiately and professionally. Those countless hours that I had invested helped shape my game, so when I returned to campus each fall, I knew I had an advantage over anyone that we faced during the season. This was critical to the success of the 1990 team, as we were ranked in the top 25 in southeastern Pennsylvania high schools. The proof of that significant accomplishment was that Coach Don Ronnie was named Coach of the Year. This is cliche, but what makes team sports so gratifying is that people from different walks of life can come together driven by a common cause. And when done properly, we can set the standard for others to follow. Just like to run down a few names here that we should recognize as well. Our coaches, Don Ronnie, Bill Cochran, Dave Foster, Martin Vollmuth, and Reverend John Benzinger. Teammates on that team, Tommy O, Eric Baker, John McMahon, Scott Moses, Brad Albrecht, Chris Bedell, Mike Vaughn, Derek Baumberg, Travis Hollinshead, Peter Kovacs, Lawrence Crimmins was our manager, and 2 players who should be up here next year or the year after, Steve Idle and Todd Marquette, whose contributions were certainly as weighted as mine in the success of that team. Also like to thank Joe Borisowski, who's a trainer. He's another Hall of Famer who should be up here. He did a lot of work for a lot of us. I know that 87 football team can speak to that. Equipment manager Pete Clifford. The weight coach I used to work with at the weight center, at the Ricketts Center, Mr. Clapper. To Mrs. Phoebe Archibald, who was responsible for my initial visit to this campus in the fall of 1985. She made it clear to the headmaster, Mr. Watson, the assistant headmaster, Mr. Price, the director of admissions, Mr. Stetson, and Dean McAlpin, that the Hill School needed me more than I needed them. And lastly, to my parents, who were with me through the highs and lows. Growing up, I could not have been more fortunate to have 2 people who stood by me through some really difficult times. They taught me to think for myself, to believe in my convictions, and to always remember that my actions were a reflection on how they raised me. There were many bad paths that I could have chosen that would have led me far from what I considered to be a righteous path. but it's because of them that I am the person I've become today. And finally, I'd like to wish the young men and women tomorrow great success as they take on Lawrenceville. And I appreciate everyone coming here and turning out and showing their support. Thank you very much.